y'all, we are all as Americans feeling the squeeze of our bottom line with inflation going up, especially regarding this video with the cost of our electricity bill and our fossil fuels going up because of all the different circumstances in the world. We're all looking for ways to reduce our monthly budget. Specifically, we're looking for ways in our own households to reduce our electricity bills. And Floridians are absolutely at the forefront of this, as our electricity companies have not only raised our rates once, but twice within the same year. As such, with the rise in our fossil fuels, we are all, as consumers, looking for ways to reduce those electricity bills. And as consumers, a lot of Floridians are starting to turn their attention towards solar panels as a way to reduce their electricity bills. Solar panels can be a great option within the right circumstances. So here, I'm gonna lay out 10 questions that you need to have answered before buying into one of those solar panel systems. And you're gonna wanna stick around because of course, I've saved the most important for the last. Question number 1 is, what solar options are sold in my area? So not all solar panels are the same. I will not in any stretch of the means pretend to be a professional when it comes to solar panels and how they work. What I can tell you is that there are a lot of different options and there only may be certain types sold in your area. And with the ever increasing popularity of solar panels, more and more industries, more and more companies come into selling these, you're gonna have your work cut out with you in shopping for the right product. Question number 2 is, how am I gonna have access to my self-generated power? I had these grand visions that, when I get these solar panels on my roof, that I will have this electricity bank that I can choose where to use my electricity. And while there are some systems that provide you with that, in my particular area in Destin, Florida, the power goes back to the main power grid, to the power company, and it's distributed among its members, and I would just get a discount on my bill for the power that I grew, made, created, harnessed from my solar panels. So how do you get access to that solar power that you generate? Number 3 is, what is the total cost? So this may seem like a no-brainer, but just like anything where money can be made, people come and complicate the heck out of it. So you've got total outright buying options, you've got lease options, you have installation cost, maintenance cost, warranties to consider. So generally speaking, news to me, these are really expensive systems. So generally in the US, you're paying close to $15,000 for an average household. That's 15,000 for a solar system. All right, number 4, once you figure out your payment options, you need to ask, what are the freebies? Is there any free installation, truly free? Are there any state or federal rebates or tax credits that I can receive for this solar panel system? There has been a federal tax credit that's been running that's been about 26 to 30% off your system costs, which kind of generally speaking, guys, comes to around $3,000 to $4,000 back in your pocket. So we're still talking upwards of $10,000 for this entire system. Question number 5. What happens when there is a solar panel that's damaged? If I have leased these solar panels, is there a warranty that's going to cover the repair at no cost to me? Or what is the cost exactly if a solar panel is damaged? And if I own them outright, are these covered by my homeowner's insurance? Shoot, does it make my homeowner's insurance go up? These are questions that you need to be asking. Question number 6. I live in Florida, in the Sunshine State. I have zero doubt that I'm gonna have enough sunlight to power, to harness energy. But what about when a hurricane comes through? what's gonna happen? Are these things just gonna fly off of the roof? Like, you know, we worry so much about our shingles and the type of roof that we put on here in Florida. So you need to know the hurricane rating of your solar panels. And in doing the research for this, there was a couple fun facts. One, most solar panels are rated up to like 140 miles per hour wind, which is about a Category 4 hurricane. And also that there has been a town in Florida that lived through a hurricane and never lost power because they were a community totally dependent on solar power. How cool would that be? But they kind of have a special situation where they have their own power grid. One day, I hope we can all have that kind of a claim. Question number 7. Will installing a solar panel system on my roof invalidate my roof warranty? We all know that a roof is one of the major maintenance expenses in home ownership. And I shopped long and hard to make sure that I had a very good warranty on my roof. The last thing I want to do is to invalidate that warranty because of something else that I install on the home. So double check with your roof warranty before putting on that solar power system. Question number 8. How do I resell my house with solar panels on the roof? If you own them outright, they're your property, they're a fixture. Do they go with you? But if they're leased, then what happens? Are you paying for a lease on solar panels in a house that somebody else is gonna live in? So just a hint, like this can turn into a real hot mess really quickly. So have your ducks in a row and know what you would choose to do with a solar panel system if instance comes that you have to move or sell this house. Question number 9. How do you take solar panels off of a roof? How do you take the solar panels off of the roof without messing up the roof? I'm at a loss on this one. I need that one proven to me. And finally, question number 10, that most important question. Am I being scammed? Nobody likes to feel like they're being scammed. Nobody likes to find out that they've been scammed. But unfortunately, in this world that we're living in, that is happening more and more when there is a buck to be made. And there is a good buck to be made in solar panels. So use these questions to help kind of reevaluate the situation to make sure you are not being scammed. I've come to a personal rule of thumb, and you don't have to use it, but it's kind of my barometer, if you will. And that's if somebody comes seeking me out, proverbially or actually knocking on my door, they likely don't have my best interest at heart. So you're gonna have to put some work in, do the research, figure out your budget, and figure out whether a solar panel system is going to be right for you and your situation. I had high hopes personally. I was all gung-ho go green. I interviewed several companies, and in the end, I found that it was not worthwhile for me. The amount I had to invest with the tax credits that were available at the time I was in the market would never equal out to the benefit for me in energy savings. By the time that I had essentially re-earned back the money that I invested, it was going to be time to buy new solar panels again. So I continue to be one of our many energy consumers that has a green heart. You can find a link below in the comments for a free relocation guide, and Jen and I post new videos every Thursday. We'll see you then.